Hey, welcome back. Now we're gonna talk about fifth level V2K, voice to skull harassment or whatever. This is what the targeted individual survival guide says. Fifth level, voice to skull. The gang-stalking agents have the ability to transmit sound, such as voices, into the head of the targeted individual that others cannot hear, which mimics schizophrenia. Targeted individuals call this ability V2K, voice to skull. The gang stalkers can clone voices to sound like people you know who are alive or dead. So, first of all, how could gang stalkers possibly know what your dead dad sounds like? Your dad has been dead for a super long time. The only person that know how he sounds like is you. So I know that someone who believes that that they have the V2K possibility is that they're doing a brain mapping where they are mapping every single type of memory that you have of your brain. I actually believe this because the voices once told me. They told me, or at least I thought, that the gang stalkers were mapping more and more of my brain with time, and that's why the hallucinations became closer to deeper memories and deeper secrets. So I understand how that comes out too. Like there were times where I even had a conversation with my dad where with my dead dad. My dad was a heroin addict. He died when I was like 16. Also, there was times where it was able to pull gang stalkers, or my hallucinations pulled uncannily sharp images of memories that I had. And I even zoomed in and everything was pixel perfect. It was the most amazing experience I have ever had. Now, let me tell you, if there's something that happens to your ears when you're having these voices, school voices, you're going to feel your ears flutter. Your ears are gonna get hot, not all the time, but the deeper you are, these are gonna get hot. These sensations are gonna be more pronounced. So I would feel that my ears were perk up, and then my earlobes, I would feel them flutter like butterfly wings, or they were like little mouths just opening and closing. And when this was happening, I was feeling all kinds of sensations on my body. And it's weird because the only thing that is causing that, it is just how it goes with the thought that you're having and the noise that kind of represents any type of possibility of noise and your thoughts. So you can kind of explore this and make the voices say whatever you want, but you have to focus on them. So again, you have to explore all these voices, all these sensations, listen to them, play with them. It's your mind. If you play with the voices, so if you don't know, if you give all the power to the voices, to the gang stalkers, the voices you're gonna hear what the gang stalkers think of you, what you believe that the gang stalkers think of you. But the moment that you know that it is your mind just building, saying things because that's the narrative that you have in your head, you are gonna make the hallucinations your bitch. You are going to have the ability to make them pleasant, to make them be your friends. The voices are gonna be a complete representation of how you feel about yourself. So if you're hearing voices, go get a haircut, do your eyebrows, have a workout, do something that will make you feel like a badass, and the narrative is gonna change. Because the voices are a part of you. I'm gonna talk later in another video of how the brain is actually comprised of two beings. It's your conscious you, the one that is watching this, and then there is another one, you, that is separate from you but is connected to you. Gangstalking is the manipulation of the inner part of you, and it's what dictates what the voices are saying. So it is connected to your five senses. And if your five senses just receive symbols of what a piece of shit you are by the gangstalkers, then that is the narrative that it's gonna be fitting into you. But the moment that your five senses start receiving symbols, actions, sensations of how amazing you are, of how smart you are, of how hot you look, of everything that you have done, of your accomplishments, the narrative that the voices are telling you is going to change. That's how I know that the voices have nothing to do with any outside force. Because the moment you start believing in yourself, the moment you start thinking of yourself as powerful, as beautiful, even though you might not see it yet, but you work towards it, you're indirectly telling your subconscious mind that you are tenacious, that nothing can destroy you. Regardless if there is a conspiracy against you, that you are still a badass mofo and are still here, and you are telling your subconscious that via your actions, via polishing yourself, via learning new things, via exploring your mind, and making what is supposed to be the worst thing that has ever happened to you into the biggest opportunity to explore the inner workings of your mind, everything is going to change. You are going to be able to control all these voices. All the voices now are my friends. And let me tell you, when I'm at the gym and I'm working out, the shit cunt or Anna comes right out and she's like, don't be a bitch, do another set. Because I know I can. And they're going to become your best cheerleaders. The voices in your head are no longer your enemies, but they are going to be your biggest cheerleaders. On my next video, we're gonna talk about the things that happened to me that led me to believe that gang stalkers had a direct access to my body. All right? Thank you for watching, and we'll talk soon.